According to a recently released top-secret document by NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden, the NSA intercepted phone calls and emails of representatives of a staggering 197 countries during a December 2009 United Nations conference in Copenhagen, Denmark. At the conference, dubbed the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, hundreds of trillions of dollars were at stake. The worldwide treaty being negotiated ended up mandating participating countries' CO2 emission limits that affected everything from energy production to the travel habits of hundreds of millions of people worldwide. The NSA was in effect engaged in economic espionage, something not unique as revealed in another Edward Snowden document showing the NSA, along with their British counterpart GCHQ, hacked into the Belgian telecom behemoth Belgacom to extract corporate secrets. Along with intercepting the phone calls and emails of officials at the 2009 UN conference, the document released by Snowden indicates that the NSA had also bugged the closed-door meetings of the various countries. One interesting fact about the United Nations conference, according to the Huffington Post, who were given a copy of the original top-secret NSA document, is that the participants of the conference found it odd that the American and Chinese officials seemed to know beforehand what the other 195 countries have been discussing behind closed doors. We know that the NSA was feeding information to American officials, but the question becomes, how exactly did the Chinese also intercept the phone calls, emails, and audio from the bugged offices? A possible explanation, as shocking as it sounds, is that the NSA was in fact sharing information with the Chinese. This possibility is not as surprising as it sounds. The NSA is now openly operating outside of the U.S. Constitution, admitting to illegally spying on the phone calls and emails of virtually every single American in direct violation of the Fourth Amendment, all with the blessing of our President Barack Hussein Obama. The NSA has in effect become a rogue shadow government of the United States, and there is every possibility that this shadow government is in fact connected or possibly even run by the Chinese government. This would explain some of Obama's strange actions in regards to China. Obama has been on a spending spree since day one of his presidency, putting the nation deeper and deeper in debt. When Obama ascended the presidency, the national debt stood at $10 trillion. It is now over $17 trillion, and with Obama's call for further stimulus spending and an expanded welfare state, it is projected to be $20 trillion by 2016. $20 trillion is in fact a number that many economists project will cause the collapse of the U.S. economy. Who will benefit when the U.S. economy collapses and we default on trillions of dollars in debt? The major stakeholder of our debt, the Chinese, who will legally be able to confiscate large portions of the United States in lieu of payment. Another piece of the puzzle was the uncovering of a massive spying scandal at 2 NASA facilities last year, which more than likely is just the tip of the iceberg. Top-secret information that included Tomahawk missile guidance systems and military-grade satellites were stolen by Chinese national employees working at the Ames Research Center near San Francisco, California, and Langley Research Center in Hampton, Virginia. The FBI opened an investigation and found NASA secrets had in fact been stolen and turned over the information to Eric Holder's Department of Justice, who refused to prosecute the spies. According to Representative Frank R. Wolf, White House officials more than likely intervened in the investigation to shut it down. And then there is the most obvious evidence that the Obama administration is in bed with the Chinese. Video has surfaced of actual Chinese troops training at Fort Shafter, Honolulu, Hawaii in 2013. The Obama administration has claimed that the Chinese were taking part in a drill dubbed GridX-2, simulating the response to an EMP attack, electromagnetic pulse, that took out the U.S. electrical grid. But if this in fact is true, it makes the revelation even worse. Classified documents released in 2011 showed that the Chinese were in fact working on an EMP bomb, so that if the Chinese were given classified information about how the U.S. was preparing to survive an EMP attack, this amounts to treason. Is the NSA part of a shadow government with Obama at the helm, ready to stage a communist coup d'etat when the U.S. economy collapses in 2016? Conspiracy theory? Perhaps. Perhaps not.